friends. Today I've got a business overshare for you about how your personal life relationships affect your business and your bag. And this one's a little vulnerable for me, but hopefully you'll find it helpful. I'll try to keep it as business focused as I can. But here's the thing. So November 2023 was my highest cash month of the year, and December 2023 was my lowest. And it was very interesting because if some of you who know me personally or who have been following my story know that I was in a bad living situation in Oregon, and was really having that bad living situation affect my health and ability to show up for my work. And then I got out of there, moved somewhere new to a brand new city, and my money immediately went up. I stopped having as many migraines. I was doing great. I was leaning into new friendships, new hobbies, really getting into skating, getting more into burlesque, and my money just was climbing. My money was going up. Things were looking up. But simultaneously, I got into a relationship that was great at first. Seemed very aligned with my values and my goals for my life, and made me really happy at first. And then it became clear that values were not aligned in reality. We did not have the same values. We did not have the same goals in life. We did not have the same ideas about just about anything. And this is not to blame or shame anyone. It's just like sometimes you're just like not compatible. You're not compatible. And sometimes, you just don't get each other. And in that case, it doesn't mean either of you are bad. You're just probably shouldn't be in a relationship. But anyway, stayed too long in that. And so, yeah, like this, I think this is like the third time we broke up. But I noticed the more clear it became that we were not compatible. We didn't have the same values. That this was painful and harmful to both of us. My money went down. My money went down. And there were some toxic things in this relationship. It was taking a lot of energy. It was very painful for both of us, I'm sure. And the more energy I was spending on trying to make, a square peg fit in a round hole, the more attention it was taking me to try to control someone else's perception of me, try to get them to understand, try to get them to empathize, trying to get back to that place where it felt really supportive and really good, the more my energy was being taken away from my business, from my clients, from my health, from the things that keep me healthy and happy and my creative while full and able to show up all sparkly and magnetic and do great work for my clients and get them great results. And like, literally, what clearer picture do you need than highest business month in November, lowest in December, when shit really hit the fan with this really unhealthy relationship. And it's interesting that as I'm reflecting on that, I'm promoting the Squad, which is a fabulous community of eccentric entrepreneurs who are people that have the biggest hearts, the most empathy of just about anyone I've ever met. They're creative, they're healers, they're a little out there. They want to change dynamics so we don't live in a world that's so unjust and cruel and demands so much harmful conformity from people that just doesn't work for. And I was thinking how much it feels good to like be onboarding my new members, how great it feels to be corresponding with them, to be hearing about their goals and boosting them up, how excited I am for every single member of the Squad, how excited I am for everyone I'm talking to or is asking me questions about, or I see reading the emails when I'm like, yes, the Squad would be so perfect for you. This would be such a perfect fit to get you where you want to go, to keep you cheered, supported and encouraged and celebrated. I was thinking like how freaking important that is, because it literally affects your bottom line. It affects your ability to show up for your business, who you are surrounded with, who you are looking to emotional support from, who you are looking for a second opinion from, who you are hoping will believe in you and encourage and support. Because it matters. It matters if the people you are looking to for emotional support, for encouragement, for advice, for do you think I can do this? It matters how they show up. It matters whether they have the capacity and the spoons to lift you up the way you deserve. It matters whether they have the emotional capacity to believe in your strength, your resilience, your ability to handle risk, your ability to do things your way, your gifts, your magic, your people. It matters. It matters because when you confide in the wrong people, the people that are bad for you, that don't get you, that don't have the same values, that haven't done the work to believe that change is possible, that you get to have the things you want, that you get to have the life you want, that things get to be better. When you confide in those people, they are going to drag you down. They are going to pull your focus. They are going to make it so hard for you to show up for yourself in the ways you need to be resourced. And if you are not resourced, you are not going to be able to help your people in the way that your people deserve to be helped and benefit from your magic. But the opposite is also true. I'm thinking of my highest cash months, which were August and November. And I'm thinking about how in those months I was so surrounded by community that was so aligned, that were doing similar things. Hi, Emily. Like my highest cash months, August and November, I was dancing, I was roller skating, I was co-working and vibing with other rad entrepreneurs in healing and radical spaces and being creative. I was showing up to my business coaches meetings. I was thinking about my business all the time. I was doing my morning journaling. I was doing my tarot. I was doing my woo-woo spiritual practices. And I was feeling uplifted and happy, and the people I were confiding in at the time were uplifting me and celebrating me and supporting me and vice versa. And I'm thinking of my lowest cash months and how they are so tied to my personal life investment in relationships that were not aligned value-wise, that were toxic in many ways, that had elements in them that were designed to make me feel less confident, to make me feel smaller, to feel like what I didn't deserve what I wanted, or it was just a pipe dream. Like when those were the primary relationships in my life, my money, my bag, my business suffered, and my clients were not served as well. So if you go look at 2023 and you look at your highest and lowest cash months, can you tie it to who you were surrounded by? Do you notice anything about who was in your community, how you were spending your time and your energy? What was different from your highest cash month and your lowest cash month? Like literally think about the people that you were most invested in those times and the difference. And I'm really curious if you notice a similar pattern to what I did for my highest and lowest cash months, about who I was energetically, emotionally, time-wise investing in, who I was emotionally invested in those months. I'd be so curious to hear in the comments or in the DMs. And if right now you're feeling like, well, gosh, like that sounds nice to be surrounded by a community that gets me, or to have that emotional and business and entrepreneurship support from people doing similar things, that believe in the impossible, that are doing the impossible in real time, that are exceeding in all these ways society doesn't think you're allowed to, as a femme, as a queer person, as a person of color, as someone doing something creative, if someone has a business doing some sort of alternative woo-woo healing. If you don't have people that you know in your circle who can get 1000% on board and cheer you on and be 100% supportive of you, don't worry, there is the squad. The squad is available for you. We are starting our first masterclass of 2024 on the 16th. You can join anytime. If you join now, you can get in on the threads, etc. And the beautiful thing about the squad is you get basically access to me, who is a 10-year experienced expert marketing director. I've scaled so many businesses of different shapes and sizes. If you were to have me in-house running all your marketing, you would have to pay me 6 figures, but don't worry. I left so that I can do this for more people than just the businesses that have 6 figures to spend on someone with my experience and talent. So you get a crowd share the cost of that with all the other squad members who are also doing all these cool things. And then you also get me as your marketing confidence cheerleader. So all that emotional support, all that vulnerability and authenticity from someone who's been through the shit and lived it, who has experienced poverty, domestic abuse, who has experienced discrimination and marginalization due to my various identities, and also how I just exist in the world. I've got that lived experience. I've had those mental health struggles. I've had those feeling alone moments. I've had those how the hell am I going to pay my rent moments. And I have the emotional capacity to be here for you, remind you that you can do it, to lift you up, to hold space for all of it, because business isn't just business. Your whole life affects your business, and I want you to have everything you want in your business and in your whole life, and I want you to have support when things are hard, and I want you to have people that you can talk to that are going to feed into your belief in yourself, your confidence, your hope, your motivation, your can-do attitude, and not drag you down and not try to get you to settle. So if you need that, come join the squad. I love you. Bye.